Good evening, class. If you could please take out your volume of rectangular prisms notes, I'd appreciate it. Let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to be looking at volume today. Volume is a little bit different than area because it has 3 dimensions instead of 2. So volume is the amount of space a 3D object occupies. Just like area, it is measured in units, squares. Volume is measured in unit cubes. Remember that this is the little 2, a cube is a little 3. A figure is packed with unit cubes. Even if all the cubes are not visible, they are still part of the volume. So when we're thinking about this, we need to think in 3 dimensions. So you can see how this is like flattened out. And then this is like a 2-dimensional figure. This one is a 3-dimensional figure with 1 unit each time. So 1 height, 1 height, 1 height. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So it would be 4 times 4 times 1. And this one has a height of 2. And so it's 2 times 4 times 2. So 2 times 2 times 4 is 2 times 2 is 4 times 4 is 16. Okay, we're going to label our height, width, and length of each figure. So our height, we're going to count up 1, 2, 3, 4. We have a height of 4. We have a width of 1, 2. And we have a length of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So my total cubes, you multiply these. 4 times 2 is 8. Times 5 is 40. I have a total of 40 cubes. How about this one? My height is 1, 2, 3. My width is also 3. And my length is also 3. So 3 times 3 times 3 is 27. My height here is 2. My width is 1. And then my length is 3. 2 times 1 is 2 times 3 is a total of 6 cubes. Volume can be determined by finding the area of the base, which is capital B. Be careful, this is our new formula, capital B. Area of the base. We are doing rectangular prisms, so it's base times height. And multiplying it by the height of the object. So volume equals the base times the height. And the reason we use this formula is because it's generic, because if my base was not a rectangle, you would still know if it was a triangle, it was a triangular prism, you'd find the area of the base, which would be base times height divided by 2, and multiply it by the height. If it was a trapezoid, you would use that formula, etc., etc. So this year we just do rectangular prisms, so it's length times width times height. So our formula is capital B, area of the base times the height. We're going to plug in the values. So I have volume equals my base times height. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Okay, so we're going to plug in the values. So I have my area of my base is 6 times 9 times my height is 4. So I get 54 times 4. And I get 216 centimeters cubed. Okay, so this is going to be practice for all these different rectangular prisms. I'm going to do a couple with you. You are going to do the rest for homework, and then you're going to give me a summary. Okay, so we always do volume equals the area of the base times the height. So 8 times 4 times 6. So 8 times 4 is 32 times 6. 32 times 6 is 192 centimeters cubed. How about this one? Volume equals capital B, base area of the base times the height. So I have 8 times 8 times 1. My volume is 64 We're going to say that these are all centimeters. They are, if I read at the top, 64 centimeters cubed. So you guys are going to practice. You're going to do 3 through 12. You're going to give me 2 to 3 summary sentences at the end. Please make sure they are complete sentences about what we went over. Maybe talk about the area of the base, which is capital B equals B times H, base times height. And so our formula is the area of the base times the height. Okay, you guys have a good night, and I will see you tomorrow.